No one knows what the future holds for Aaron Judge. Could it be the Yankees? Or would he be a free agent for a while? There's nothing more than rumors to answer that. Plus, Aaron's silence isn't very assuring either, but some telltale signs speak volumes. In this video, we play detective to see if the indications so far point towards a Yankee reunion. Plus, who will take home this season's MVP award? Let's begin. First up, what Aaron Judge's tea leaves say about his Yankees future. Clues, that's all we have. Since Aaron Judge is almost certain to receive a summa cum laude from the Derek Jeter School for saying a lot while remaining silent. Meanwhile, his representatives give the impression that the CIA is a chatty institution. You're left with tea leaf readings, hunches, and history if you're trying to predict where Judge might play next in the early offseason. But the MLB insider Joel Sherman has given 3 reasons that Judge may remain a Yankee. Firstly, Judge won't make a multi-million-dollar decision based on where his friends play. If that were the case, the Yankees might as well be as heedless as the Knicks were when they hired Jalen Brunson's father, Rick, as an associate coach by designating Wayne Judge as the associate hitting coach. But for the Yankees, acquiring Anthony Rizzo is like drinking chicken soup when you're sick. It can't do any harm. Judge considers Rizzo a friend and confidant. The slugger would be welcome back to share the clubhouse and leadership. Remember that the Yankees acquired Tyler Wade via trade in July and kept him in the minors, although Judge appeared to be his best friend. Not to mention, Rizzo has been kind of important. Rizzo had signed a 2-year, $40 million contract with the Yankees. Could they have predicted that this market would be affected by age, a few problems, and compensation for rejecting the qualifying offer? Could it have been tested to see if the Astros' rumors were fabricated to gain leverage? Sure, but why not? What could they have gotten him for at the very least? 2 years at $34 million? Instead, they behaved like a big market team to get what they wanted or needed. Also, the Yankees required a left-handed bat, bravery in critical situations, and solid defense with inexperienced players about to occupy the middle infield. Plus, it signaled to priority number 1 that not only is his pal back, but the team will also work hard to win a championship. What's more, Hedman wants Judge back. Hal Steinbrenner claimed that since the postseason concluded, he has spoken with Judge several times, including once in person, and he's not delegating. Judge is being told directly by the head man that he should come back. Also, if he's telling reporters that there's enough money for Judge and to upgrade the team, then Judge's camp is aware of this too. Is Steinbrenner indirectly telling the industry to move quickly because the Yanks will outbid them? Could be, but Steinbrenner has found the criticism from the Bronx, particularly the jeering at the Jeter ceremony, to be hurtful. He is so much more measured than his father. Still, the layer of constant accusations and smearing that he is cheap and careless is a layer of dirt that he's finding challenging to remove. Steinbrenner's logical NBA side understands that a deal with Judge will probably be a mistake in the long run, but the majority of fans won't calculate that. There are only 2 options: finish it or don't. Judge will continue to be the face of the Yankees advertising, sell many tickets, and move a lot of merchandise as he did in 2022, so keeping him offers both a financial offset and an easier route to short-term success. Steinbrenner may also use this as a publicity stunt to start cooking an excuse for Judge's departure. I met him, offered him the moon and the captaincy, and he still left. But this reminds us of Steinbrenner, who was laser-focused on one player during his offseason, signing Garrett Cole after the 2019 season and re-signing DJ LeMahieu after 2020. Now, it could go both ways. Steinbrenner is typically reserved in public, but in this case, he's super open about keeping Judge. That's his obsession, apparently. He understands that not being able to do so will result in his failure alone and increase the fan base's hostility. Would he take that risk if he didn't think he could keep Judge? Judge and his group have not openly experimented with other teams. Maybe that's what's going on in the background. Or it's still early in the process because, for instance, we have yet to see Carlos Correa pose for pictures in front of the ivied walls at Wrigley Field. But if they wanted to financially trouble the Yankees, or to inflict pain because they were still angry that Brian Cashman announced the 7-year, $213.5 million extension offer in the spring, then wouldn't there be a picture of a bearded Judge stepping off a plane in California? Suppose Judge's objective is to remain a Yankee. On the contrary, in that case, he must abide by Jeter's advice and avoid all contact with rival teams to maintain the best possible fan connection. By rejecting the spring offer, Judge proved he'd not leave money on the table. Nothing is guaranteed in free agency because it's always laced with surprises. But if Steinbrenner is essentially willing to cover the cost of those 62 home runs and Judge wants to stay, then don't the early indicators such as Rizzo's signing, Steinbrenner's direct involvement, which puts the owner in the spotlight, as well as the absence of any concrete information from other teams, all point in the same direction? What do you think? Moving on to Aaron Judge versus Shohei Ohtani. Aaron Judge is again at the heart of the American League MVP voting 5 years after his legendary rookie season. The 30-year-old super slugger will soon find out if he's won his first MVP award. Last season, Judge broke the AL single-season home run record with 62 home runs and drove in 131 runs. After dominating the league in most defensive categories, the right fielder is the overwhelming favorite to win his first MVP award. But Shohei Ohtani, a two-way superstar for the Angels, could make a compelling case to take the MVP award for the second time in a row. The 28-year-old slugger is equally strong here. The third finalist for the award is Yordan Alvarez of the Astros, but he's considered a long shot. So it's mainly Judge and Ohtani. What's more, Ohtani is a two-way unicorn. Aaron's 111 walks led the American League, while his .311 batting average placed him second, 5 points behind Minnesota's Luis Arraez. But Ohtani is still a unicorn. Apart from being the Japanese Babe Ruth, he's also accomplishing feats that even Ruth never came close to achieving. He became the first player eligible for MLB's pitching and hitting leaderboards this year. He's incredible at both, which is unbelievable in itself. Not to mention, his 11.9 K/9 was the highest figure in the majors, and his 2.33 ERA was the sixth lowest in all of baseball. Plus, he had a slash line of .273, .356, .519 with 34 home runs and 95 RBI. Ohtani outperformed regular all-stars like Mookie Betts, Pete Alonso, Jose Ramirez, Carlos Correa, and Juan Soto in terms of OPS. And he beat aces like Max Fried, Shane Bieber, Jacob deGrom, Corbin Burns, Framber Valdez, and Zach Wheeler in terms of ERA. But Ohtani's impressive stats as a two-way unicorn had a little impact while doing it for the 73-win Angels, who didn't play a significant game after May. Although there are some doubts about the exact methodology used to calculate pitching value, Judge's 11.4 FWAR also beats Ohtani's 9.5. Ohtani may have had a historic season, but Judge's powerhouse during the season of his contract offered more value in several ways. The slugger led a 99-win team into the postseason in the biggest market in the game, while putting forth an offensive season that has never been seen in AL history. Next, the results. Of course, depending on who's asking, the phrase most valuable has a different meaning. Many people today believe that if Ohtani is going to be good at pitching and hitting, he should win the MVP award every year. Again, he's much better than good at both. Is that the most valuable player though? Or the best player on the team? Is it the one with the highest WAR? Is it the one with the best overall raw numbers? That appears to change every year for every voter, and it remains to be seen. The award is in the hands of 30 voters, 2 of whom are from each American League city. These voters completed and sent their ballots immediately after the regular season ended, so Judge's postseason struggles did not matter. Judge has received 3 MVP votes in his 6 full seasons. He came in second to Astros star Jose Altuve in 2017. Yes, the year of the sign-stealing scandal in Houston. He was 12th in 2019 and 4th in 2021. The current free agent, who's expected to make a lot of money, could add his first MVP trophy to his resume. Or not. We'll soon find out. And with that, it's a wrap for this video. Who do you think will win the MVP this year? Comment below and let us know. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more. See you at the next one.